Testing 1, 2. All right. All right. We are waiting on YouTube. And once that's live, I'm going to pour myself a little bit of water. Oh, it's taken quite a while to go live. How's everybody doing this morning? And just waiting on one stream to go live. We're waiting for YouTube to connect. It may not connect. I might have to. Oh, there it goes. All right. What's going on, guys? Donnie Rouse here. And today I have a special one for you. This one is going to be about like self-love and gratitude and a little practice that you could apply in your day that'll have magic. You'll literally will see magic happen. So let's go right into it. Hi, guys. My name is Donnie Rouse, and you are listening to the podcast, One Life, Man in the Mirror. Are you a grateful person? And if you answered yes, let me ask you a different question. Are you grateful for you? It might be hard to conceive that it's probably pretty easy to conceive that you can't be grateful unless you're grateful for yourself. And why is that? See, you are the source of every blessing in your life because you are the one experiencing it. And so in order to really feel the emotions, to enjoy, to appreciate life, you must first appreciate yourself. So let me ask you that question. Like, do you appreciate yourself? Yes or no? And then next, let me ask you the second question is, how would that change your day if you had that appreciation for yourself? So let me tell you about how this entire exercise came to mind. This morning I woke up and I went down to the beach to watch the sun come up. And it was one of the most beautiful sunrises I had ever seen in Miami. The morning started off pretty cloudy. Then all of a sudden I went outside. The sun was pretty much almost fully up, meaning it had pretty much come up entirely from the horizon. But it was still like maybe 1/4 left. I got out there and I looked at the water, and it was just the most beautiful sun that I've ever seen. Like looking at the circle, like the sun coming up, I can't even describe it. It was just beautiful. As I stood there watching it, I saw, literally minute by minute, the sun would, the scene would change. It would change in its beauty moment to moment. And while I was sitting there, I noticed that I was being extremely busy in my mind. Like my mind, I wanted to so much just to focus and appreciate the sunset. The sunrise. But my mind was literally just scrambling everywhere. Initially, my intention was to sit on one of the rocks and meditate, but because the waves were crashing pretty hard against the shore, one of the reasons why the sunrise was so beautiful, it made it difficult because I would sit on the rock and all of a sudden water would come and hit the other rocks and it would splash all over me. I'm like, all right, let me just take a step back. So after watching the sunrise, I was talking with one of my friends for a little bit, and then I went into my apartment. I proceeded, I did my breakfast, my coffee, and I was setting the intention to really, really enjoy that moment with my coffee and savoring every bite of food that I have. I also worked out before that. And while I was doing that, I was trying to do the appreciation, but I noticed the mind was still going crazy. Like it was just very hyperactive. And then I did something that I never thought of doing, but the effect that it had was pretty awesome. It slowed me down. It made me more appreciative of the moment, and then not just of the moment, but every action that I had taken in order to get down to Miami, as well as the daily care practices that I did this morning. And the practice was this. I sat there, so I was sipping my coffee, looking at the ocean, and I noticed that my mind was super busy. I'm like, what is going on? Like I should be appreciating this because it's beautiful. I get to sit here and have this and enjoy this cup of coffee with this amazing view. So I closed my eyes. And then I just imagined myself, looking at myself, and I started saying thank you for me. I was like, thank you, Donnie, for getting up early, for going to watch the sunrise. And I saw myself, let me reframe this so this way you can see what the mental imagery was going on in my mind. So I imagined myself as if I was looking in a mirror, right? Like it was like a mirror image of me, but the only thing was the person saying thank you back to me was the mirror image. So try to, as I'm going through this, I want you to try to visualize and do it yourself. You can do it while I'm telling you this, or you can try to do it after. So I'm sitting there and I imagine this mirror image of me saying, Donnie, thank you so much for taking the time to go out for the sunrise. It was beautiful. Donnie, thank you so much for the morning workout, for taking care of my body. Thank you, Donnie, for the delicious breakfast that you made. Thank you, Donnie, for this coffee and just stopping to give yourself a moment to enjoy the view and enjoy that cup of coffee. Thank you, Donnie, for the amazing day, for the day, for the care practices of brushing your teeth and doing all these things. And the most profound thing I noticed was that as I was saying this, I was realizing that there was all these things that I was giving to myself, but I wasn't really acknowledging. And it was almost felt like it was as if there were like two persons there. And as I was saying this, I started to acknowledge what I was doing for myself. And and I went on to say, thank you, Donnie, for the move. For the move down to Miami. Thank you for all of the friends that you met, because you went out and you spoke to these, you started conversations and you made these new friends. Thank you for it. And all of a sudden, it literally it was just such a grounding experience, because it's so easy to look past like all the little things we do in a given day and just kind of go about our way, forgetting all the blessings that we are the source of. It reminds me of something my good friend Fatih had told me once. We were out to dinner, and he was just saying something along the lines of thank you for the great day of work. He would thank himself for a day's work, because he's like, if I don't give myself this love and thanks, no one else will. You have to treat yourself better than anyone else. And this method of gratitude is a way of doing just that. So when was the last time that you gave gratitude for yourself? 1 day? 1 year? Never? And I want you to do this practice. I'll walk through the practice now for you to try. And I want you to close your eyes as I go through this. And as I tell you what to visualize, just close your eyes and visualize what I'm saying. So we'll do it now. So close your eyes. I want you to imagine yourself looking at yourself or a mirror image of yourself. And I want you to see that mirror image of yourself looking at you, smiling at you with compassion and love. And imagine yourself saying, thank you. And then looking at the things that you've done just this morning. It could be like, thank you for getting up and going to work and getting ready and having these self-care and going to work to provide for your life, provide for your family, whatever it may be. Thank you for the breakfast that you gave me, because, it fuels my day. And I want you to look at your day, like all the things you've done up until this point, and just imagine yourself saying thank you. And as you're saying this, I want you to notice how you feel receiving this thanks from you. And then you go from your day and expand it out to the larger area of your life. Think of the interactions you have with your friends, your family, and say thank you. Think of the good times you've had and say thank you. Think of the passions and the things that you enjoy and bring pleasure to your life. Say thank you. Do that, and then just as you say thank you to yourself, get back, feel your body and feel yourself receiving that thanks. I know from when I did this, it was transformational, because all of a sudden my mind went from being busy to all of a sudden slowing down. And it is the reason why I'm here right now, sharing this with you because it was literally something that just popped out of the blue. I was like, this is awesome. I need to bring this to people. I need to share this with the people who will watch. So I hope you will try this practice, and I hope it has the same effect on you as it did on me. Because really, every moment is a blessing. And you are the source of all of these blessings, right? Because you're the one who's experiencing your life. All the goodness in your family, the experiences that you have with your loved ones are because you are you, because you are here on this earth living right now. Remember that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it enriches your day as well as your life if you choose to continue the practice going forward. And if you enjoyed this, or if you think someone may benefit from this, or if you tried it and you think it's awesome, share it with 5 people. Give someone else the gift of giving gratitude to themselves. If you like this, if you want to subscribe, you can hit that subscribe button. Any questions or comments, you can send them to me via my website at www.donnyraus.com. Again, www.donnyraus.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. I know you could be doing anything, but you stop the you're scrolling or whatever it is to pay attention to these words, and I hope that they enrich your life. Remember, you only get one life. Live fully, live passionately, and most of all, live now. God bless you guys.